Hello wonderful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Simply Kathy and it's so nice to have you here. So in today's video we'll be making spicy grilled chicken. I'm grilling this in an oven, but you can grill it in an outdoor grill or anything. So first we'll need an onion. I'll be using red onions because I seem to prefer the taste of that, but if you have white onions then you can use that. I just preferred red onions. So we'll be using green onions or spring onions depending on what you like to call them. I'll be using 4 to 5 in this video, but you can use more or less depending on what you like. Next we'll be needing some green pepper. I'll be using 1 green pepper or capsicum depending on what you call it. And I just think this adds a nice flavor to the chicken, but if you don't want the taste of that then you can omit it. I'll be using 1 habanero pepper. You can add more or less depending on how spicy you like your food. And then I'll be using only 1 green chili. You can add more or less as well depending on what you like. I just like it medium spicy. And then we'll be needing 3 cloves of garlic. I used 3 for this, although I showed 2, but I used 3 cloves of garlic for this. And next we'll be needing a medium-sized ginger. I think ginger adds a nice flavor to the chicken, so please don't omit this. Next we'll be using a medium-sized lemon, and we'll be squeezing this after rubbing the spices in. Give it a nice and sharp flavor. And that's all that we'll be using for this video. So today I'll mostly be using fresh ingredients: fresh ginger, garlic, onions, habanero peppers, green pepper, spring onions. I'll mostly be using fresh ingredients because I wanted to give it a unique taste and a fresh taste. And the only dry ingredient that I'll be using will be paprika, just to give it a nice orange color. If you have fresh paprika then you can use that, but I just didn't feel like using it for this because I didn't think it would give me the reddish orangish color that I'm going for, so that's why I opted for the dry paprika. Next you need some chicken. I'm using 2 kilograms of chicken, and I decided to use both the thighs and the chicken wings. You can use only thighs if you want, you can use only drumsticks, you can use only wings if you want. I had this left in my fridge, and so I thought I'll just use both, but feel free to use whatever chicken that you have. Also, I didn't cut my wings into halves. I either drum it and the flats because I was just too lazy. Please don't be like me. You can cut them if you want. I don't think it causes any harm, but I was just too lazy. And yeah, I'm using thighs as I said. Yeah, so let's get right into what I did. So next we're just going to blend up all our fresh ingredients and put these all in a blender and blend them to make a nice puree that we're going to blend into the chicken for marinating it. As you can see, my herbs blended nicely. They formed a nice green puree, and that's what I'm going to add into the chicken. You don't have to add water to this because I think the green pepper will add some water, but if it's giving you a hard time then do so. Next we need a tray. Oh wait, don't add too much water to this. So we're going to take a tray and add a marinade to it and just add all of it there, because I feel like the tray makes you mix up easily, but you can add everything to a dish or a bowl and just, or a Ziploc bag, and just shake it up or mix it in there. I like to do this because I want each piece of chicken to get every inch of the marinade. So now we're going to add the paprika into the green herb seasoning and just add about, I added about 1 tablespoon of paprika. You can add more or less. Also, I'm terrible at measuring things with spoons. I need to learn to do that. I just like to pour. But yeah, I used about 1 tablespoon. Oh, and I added some salt at this point but you can add some salt as you're blending up the fresh ingredients. I just forgot, that's why I added it now. So I'll add some salt. I added about 1 teaspoon to this. I think it's just enough. for that. Then you're going to mix up everything, mix it up all nice, and make sure that the green seasoning blends nicely with the paprika and the salt, so that when we add the chicken to this, it's going to absorb each and every bit of the salt and the paprika. So next we're going to add this chicken, but first things first, you need to get a bowl or a dish or a Ziploc bag. I'm using just an airtight container. That's where I'm going to store the chicken and put it in the fridge, but you can use a Ziploc bag, anything that works for you as long as it keeps the chicken airtight. So now we're going to blend the herbs with the chicken, and I prefer that you blend one piece at a time so that you can focus on getting all the seasoning deep inside the chicken. But if you're short of time, then you can just add all the chicken to this, but I prefer to do piece by piece. So I'm starting with the thighs because I don't want them to compress their wings since they're much heavier. And yeah, we'll do a piece at a time while adding the marinade to it. So take your time and just rub the spices all over the chicken, get it on every part of it, and put it in the container. now our chicken is nice and ready. As you can see, it's brown on the outside, it's crunchy on the outside, and it's nice and juicy on the inside, as you can see from here, which is basically what we're going for. So thank you for watching this. I hope that you can try this out, and if you will be trying this out, leave a comment in the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.